Christmas is remembered for one reason above all others. Not for the lights, not for the gifts, not for celebration alone. Christmas is remembered because more than 2,000 years ago, a child was born to remind humanity of truth, of compassion, and of redemption. Since that moment, Christmas has never been neutral. It has always asked humanity a question. Not, are you comfortable? But, where do you stand? Because when darkness grows, every generation is asked to choose. On Christmas Eve in London, we saw people gather at St. Paul's Cathedral. Families, couples, strangers. They came from different countries, different cultures, different beliefs. Some were Christians, some were Buddhists, some simply came to feel the meaning of this night.
Christmas it's the birth of Jesus Christ. He was born on Christmas Day, which is tomorrow, and this is the eve of his birth, so we are all waiting in anticipation for his rebirth.
The night of just before the Christ was born, that's the night, so everyone celebrates the born date of Jesus, and I think that's a good thing.
Christmas is a time where the light wins over the darkness, a time to appreciate people and to focus on peace. Thank you.
He was born, he came into the world to die for our sins and to save the world, right? And so we remember that day, and so for Christmas Eve, it's really an anticipation of that event that is about to happen, which is represented by tomorrow. So that's it.
It is a beautiful day, definitely. Yeah.
It's nice for the family as well to be able to come and celebrate together.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
People smiled. They respected one another. They trusted one another. For a moment, peace felt real. But moments of gathering do not last. The crowd disperses. The square becomes quiet again, and each person walks back into the night alone. Faith can be shared in a cathedral, but conscience is carried individually. Every generation must cross its own bridge. Christmas is about light overcoming darkness. But light does not overcome darkness by celebration alone. It overcomes darkness through choice. Around the world today, millions of people are persecuted for choosing conscience. Christians are arrested, churches are destroyed, Bibles are confiscated. Not because of violence, but because of faith. One name must be remembered: Gao Zhisheng. He is a Chinese human rights lawyer and a Christian. He defended the poor, the powerless, and those no one dared to defend. He offered free legal defense to persecuted Christians and to Falun Gong practitioners. Not because he shared every belief, but because he believed in justice. He wrote open letters calling for an end to torture and persecution. For this, he was beaten, imprisoned, and placed under constant surveillance. In 2017, he disappeared. For 8 years now, no one knows whether he is alive or dead. This is not ancient history. This is happening now. Falun Gong practitioners are also persecuted. They are peaceful people who live by 3 universal principles: truthfulness, compassion, forbearance. For choosing truth, they were lied about. For choosing compassion, they were tortured. For choosing forbearance, they were killed. Millions have suffered. They did not respond with hatred. They did not answer violence with violence. They endured, as early Christians once did. Different beliefs, same persecution. When goodness itself becomes a crime, humanity is on trial. Freedom of belief is not a Western value. It is not an Eastern value. It is a human value. Without freedom of conscience, no other freedom is secure. Tonight, many of us are free. We can speak, we can believe, we can choose. That freedom is a gift, and it is also a responsibility. If you believe that no one should be imprisoned, tortured, or disappeared for their faith, If you believe that Christians, Falun Gong practitioners, and people of all beliefs deserve the basic human right to live according to conscience, then you can choose to act. You may choose to add your name to international petitions calling for freedom of belief and conscience, not as politics, not as anger, but as humanity. A signature will not change the world overnight, but silence allows injustice to continue forever. Sometimes adding your name is how light reaches those in the dark. Christmas has always been about this choice. 2,000 years ago, Christ was born to remind humanity that good and evil are real, that righteousness matters, and that every soul must choose. The question is not what we celebrate. The question is, what will we choose? Truth Watch UK. Because freedom of belief begins with conscience, and conscience begins with choice.